Hi. So maybe you hear the rain. Hopefully it'll be comforting for you. If you don't hear it, you miss the comforting sound of rain. 3 positions today. Another bridge, bird dog, or the hunter dog, and then a side plank with a variation. So again, basic, safe positions to build lumbar strength. And let's just get right to it. Let's start with the bridge, but we're going to do a shift with the bridge. Okay. Again, bridges are fundamental and safe. I love saying fundamental and safe. And it's kind of my meme. I don't know what you call it. My koto tan in Chinese is called. And anyway, why? Because they strengthen the pelvis, the hip joints, the lower back. Make sure that your feet are hip width apart. Okay, I'm going to place my mic down right there and not too near to you, not too far away. My arms are next to my body. I'm going to tuck my chin under just to elongate my cervical spine. Okay, we're going to come up, I'm going to articulate and kind of curl up. And remember with the bridges, we want to make sure that the rib cage is connected to the pelvis, right? We don't want any hinge points. You see that in yoga a lot. I used to do it and I was completely wrong. Didn't know what I was doing. And I want to make sure that my pelvis is connected to my rib cage. Okay, now I'm here. I'm going to keep my pelvis level. The reason why I know it's level is because I'm going to lift my head up and place my fingers on my ASIS. They seem level. Now, from here, I'm going to keep my feet and my knees in line. Don't let them move. I'm going to shift my pelvis to the right and shift it to the left. When I do that, I'm going to make sure that it's level, meaning when I shift it to the left, I'm not going to let my left butt cheek drop. When I shift to the right, I'm not going to let my right butt cheek drop. I'm going to keep it level even when I shift. Okay, and I'll show you from this perspective in a second. All right, now I'm going to bring my head right here. Okay, show you this angle. Drop my head so you can see a little bit better. Come up. Now, watch my fingers. Shift to the left, shift to the right. I've had a little bit of problems with my left hip lately, some impingement there. So there might be a depression. Watch, if this drops, and I see this with a lot of clients and my students as well, where they shift and then the weakness in the left, it could be from the glute maximus, from piriformis, it could be a ton of stuff, okay? I won't go into the reasons why right now, but if you notice it, slap that ass, okay? Slap it, and I'm joking about the slapping. Anyway, make sure that when you go to the left, if it's difficult for you there, then maybe some strengthening of the glutes need to happen. And you can go to my pelvis videos and you can see how to strengthen that pelvis a little bit more, especially the glute attachment with the IT, okay? What I jokingly said about slap it, maybe you can just instead, okay, don't slap it, just place the hand there and tell the brain, okay, I need to keep that high. I need to keep that engaged because there's a tendency when you shift to relax the glutes. All right. We want to keep the glutes, especially where they're touching the IT band to stay active. Okay. And then we're going to come back to the center and drop. All right. Now remember in the last video we did tilting and then here it's shifting. It's really about how to control the pelvis while it's moving in a bridge position, okay? So that's the first one. All right, second one is a bird dog. So a bird dog is a classic kind of yoga position, but it's also a strength position that Stuart McGill uses. And I'm a big fan of Stuart McGill and his techniques to help people with back pain. I'm going to show you from, I'm going to place the mic back on here. Okay, so I'm going to show you from 2 angles. If I can get this damn mic on. Okay, I'm going to show you actually from this straight angle so you can kind of see it. I'm going to first come into a cat position. So that's how I come into a proper cat position. My hands are in line with my shoulders. I let my knees drop under my hips. Actually, let me show you from this angle. So hopefully my knees are 90 degrees. I don't want any hip impingement there. My hands are below my shoulders. Hopefully they are. All right, can you see that angle? Now, let me show you from this angle so I can show you my lower back, okay? The lumbar region of the spine. So this is an anterior tilt of the pelvis, lordosis. This is posterior tilt. This is flexion. This is extension of the spine, the lumbar spine. This is flexion of the lumbar spine. We want to try to find the middle ground of those two. Now, if you're already in an anterior tilt like I am, you're probably going to want to tuck the tailbone under a little bit. If you're in a posterior tilt, you're going to want to bring the tailbone up. If you're not sure what kind of pelvis you have, send me a picture. I'll tell you where you're at, okay? Or ask a local rolfer or PT and see what they say, or an anatomy trained practitioner like I am, okay? Anyway, I'm going to find the neutral here, all right? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to engage my butt cheeks, and I'm going to engage my lats. Then I'm going to stabilize on my right leg, meaning I'm going to shift just a little bit to my right to stabilize there. I'm going to lift my left leg up. Now watch my butt cheek. Most people do this, they lift that up. You want to try to keep both butt cheek level. Hopefully mine are. Now, maybe this is where you're at right now. You can't lift this arm up. That's okay, right? You're just going to stay in this position. Now, if you feel like you can do it, you're going to bring the head up a little bit because you notice how I dropped it. You're going to bring that right arm up into about 45-degree angle and bring the thumb up. That way it can activate the lower traps. Anyway, I'm stabilizing here. I'm trying to keep the pelvis in line with my shoulders. And I'm swaying a little bit because this is a pretty difficult position. And then when you want to come back, okay, and you notice how I came into lordosis, I'm going to engage that a little bit. And then when I can't come back, I want to bring the leg and the knee back at the same time. I'm going to switch, and then I'm going to show you from an angle facing the camera. I'm going to find the middle two of these positions. Hopefully that's about proper position for me. I don't have anyone looking at me right now. Wow, you hear those bugs? I'm right next to the jungle. That's loud. Hopefully.